I want to give you the two things that I think you should know to drive a log truck. Hey guys, it's your boy Big E here, and man, and we back with another video. And as you can see the title of the video, this video is titled The Two Things You Should Know If You Want to Drive a Log Truck. See, if you're thinking about driving a log truck or thinking about getting into logging, listen up. This isn't your average job, you know what I'm saying? It's real, it's rough, and guess what? It'll test you real quick. And so I've been hauling logs now for about 6 or 7 years now. I've hauled logs through every condition. And today I want to give you the two things that I think you should know to drive a log truck. First thing first, as a log truck driver, you should get you some coffee every morning. No, let me stop playing. But tip number one that I think people overlook, but it's very important, and that is to respect the load. See, these aren't your average freight pallets, you know what I'm saying? This is thousands of pounds of shifting wet bark covered timber, you know what I'm saying? Raw timber. And if you don't respect that load that you pulling behind you, I guarantee you it'll put you in the ditch, or even worse. And I done seen it happen. So you got to understand that with driving these log trucks, man, these loads can shift at any moment, man, especially around steep corners. You know, you got to know your weight distributions. I've seen many guys flip over their trucks because of a log shifting on them. And see, that's something that people don't really think or take into consideration, that these logs can shift at any moment. If you go around a curve too fast, it can shift at any moment. Some of these logs be wet, you know what I'm saying? You got the bark moving, they have sap on it, so they're able to shift. If the loader guy didn't put them on there right, you know what I'm saying? Although you have your straps down on them, you know what I'm saying, those logs still can shift and move. Have you ever seen, sometime, this is a prime example of when a guy get loaded, he scrap his load down when he get from up on the loader. He scrap it down real tight. That's why we got big binding bars. And sometimes you can see a log truck going down the highway and you'll see his scraps just flapping and loose. It's because those logs have shift. Maybe they might have took a corner. Sometimes those logs have to settle into their place in order for them, you know what I'm saying, to be packed in there like they need to be. And so, man, you got to be real careful when you're hauling these logs. You just can't take a corner real fast, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to handle this thing back here. You carrying some precious cargo back there, you hear me? The people houses gonna get built with this. Things in this world, so many things, paper gonna be made out of this. So, man, those raw trees back there, I ain't got none back there now, but those raw trees back there, y'all, are very dangerous. I've seen many different logging accidents, and I'm talking about some of them wasn't pretty, you know what I'm saying? But you got to learn to go easy on the throttle when it comes to driving one of these log trucks, and always, and I mean always, respect your load. You hear me? Tip number two, y'all, you got to take pride in what you do. You know what I'm saying? You got to take pride in it. You know, this job's tough, you know it, but it's a good job. You know what I'm saying? I can say that it's a good job if you take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take pride in what you do. And by taking pride in what you do, you got to do your pre-trips. You got to keep your cab clean and organized. I could do a little bit better by mine. I be having so much equipment, like from the drone chargers, my headset charger, my earphone chargers. I can do a little bit better with keeping to have a lot of the dust coming from going in and out the wood, you know, but I can do a little bit better. I can say I can do a little bit better. But you know what I'm saying, I gotta respect the truck. You got to respect the truck and the job that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? My prime example is one of the things I try to do. I try to show these younger guys, you know what I'm saying, how it's done. Not by just talking the talk, but how it's done by example, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn from the old guys. And one thing I learned about learning from the old guys, some guys been doing this 20, 30 years, you know what I'm saying? And they may not talk a lot. But I guarantee you, if you just watch them and listen, you'll learn everything you need to know about this job. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful of what you take in, because if you take in anything, you're gonna learn some of their bad habits. And out here in logging, you don't need no bad habits. You know what I'm saying? In trucking, period. You know what I'm saying? You want to be careful. You want to make sure that your job is respected and that you take pride in what you do. So those are my top 2 tips for any new log truck driver. You know what I'm saying? If you got any question, drop down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you learned something, hit that like button. You know, hey, we here to show love. And if you want more real life trucking videos, subscribe to the channel, man. You hear me? It's your boy Big E. Y'all know what we doing, man. Y'all stay safe, and I'll see y'all down the road. It's your boy Big E. Y'all know what we doing. We logging, man.